It's one of the most popular activities of the season in Albuquerque, the Luminaria Tour. For years, buses take locals and visitors to designated neighborhoods around the Duke City to view paper bags filled with sand and candles as they light up streets and building tops. But the name itself may be misleading to some.
Luminarias, or we always save the very special firewood for luminarias. It's stacked in a little stack in squares. It's laid up on squares, and the average height can be 3.5 feet.
Wait, did he just say firewood squares stacked 3 feet high?
3.5 feet.
That's right. Officially in the Spanish language, a luminaria is actually a bonfire, the traditions of which tie in with Christmas celebrations in the northern part of the state.
So typically when we are doing posadas, it's very cold, and it will be a house in northern New Mexico that has the way to the entrance of the house lit up with both farolitos in the small bags and then the luminarias, which are big roaring fires that are at a safe but near distance to the house so that the people who are enacting las posadas will be kept warm.
But because of the Americanization of the custom, because of the urbanization of the custom, the word that stuck is luminarias, and in the city here, and that's fine. It's not it's not like it's incorrect. It's just what people say here.
While it may be that luminaria is what's now the norm, once you hear what a farolito is, it may just change your mind. Using the actual definition of the word, if luminarias were to be lit in the city and line the streets, massive bonfires would be ablaze. But within the last 60 years, in some parts of New Mexico, that word has been transformed to refer to something else: farolitos.
The farolito are the candles inside of a bag, but a luminaria is a stack of wood where you stack it 2 by 2 to create sort of a tower.
By definition, the root word farol is a lantern. Therefore, a small lantern would be a farolito. So why call a little lantern a bonfire? Well, there's still some strong debate exactly where or how the term transformed.
It's kind of what people call farolitos in Albuquerque. It's not wrong. It's just a practice.
While this may never squash the debate, by definition, there is a correct term and an incorrect term. However, as with many things in New Mexico, the land of enchantment is an assortment of many areas, leading language experts to diagnose the mix-up as a regional matter.
I think by this time it's ingrained, and I think the only way to clear it up would be to take people away from the urban areas so they could really see what the luminaria looks like in one of the beautiful small villages of northern New Mexico. Because once you participate in posadas in one of the small villages like Ojo Caliente, Dixon, Becos, and any of the other numerous villages, you would see that, it's just so beautiful that I think after that you'd come back arguing for the farolito.
David Romero, Legendary New Mexico.